we need to keep in mind that the word discipline is coming from disciple, which is when a person would work under somebody to learn an art or a skill like sculpting. Here, what do we mean by disciplining is that we are helping a child learn appropriate value-based behavior. Traditionally, the method that we have been using is punishment as a way of disciplining the child, either a physical beating of the child or a verbal thrashing of the child by labeling the child as a liar, useless, good for nothing, or some such word. What happens with this kind of externally imposed punishment is that the child does not develop self-discipline, does not realize what was the issue by the behavior, and just says, okay, so I'll continue doing what I'm doing, and when I get punished for it, that means I've paid for my misdoing and I can now get back to doing it again. And if again I get caught, again there will be punishment. I will bear that punishment. I would have served my sentence and I am free to do the same thing again. It really does not build self-awareness and self-discipline. We see the result of all this in the form of people wearing a helmet but not strapping it on, because they are just avoiding being caught by the traffic police, but they don't really realize that wearing a helmet will save my life and it is for my safety. They don't realize that. How do I bring in that realization in the child is quite simple really. So best explained through an example. Supposing you have a child who is telling you a lie and you know it is a lie. One way would be to say, you are a liar. I have never seen somebody like this, and if you continue like this, one day you will be in jail. And I don't know from where this trait is coming, certainly not from my side of the family. So you have labeled the child a liar. The second option would be to say, I hate lies. I do not like lies. Tell me what happened and we will try to find a way out, but don't tell me lies. In both situations, you raised your voice, you were very assertive, very clearly, you were saying things, but what you were saying was very different. In the first instance, the child will say, I'm a liar. Okay, that's what you think I am. I will become such a good liar that you will not be able to tell the difference when I lie and when I tell the truth. Because lies are what liars tell. So you think I'm a liar? Fine, that's what I will be. That's one way the child may react. In the second case, by telling the child that I hate lies, tell me what happened, and then we'll try and see what to do with the situation. You have stated your values. The child gets to know mother does not like lies. She goes for the truth. You're also giving the child an option of going that way next time round. And when the next time round comes and the child comes and tells you, I did this and this was really horrible and this is what I have done. Of course, you can never put the clock back. You can never undo what has happened. But you can support your child and not beat him or her up for it. Keep your word and help the child find a way out, because there are ways of making up for whatever may have happened. And in that way, the child will learn the values you live by, that this is the way to express anger or upset, and that there are ways to solve life's problems and whatever you may have done, and also responsibility, owning up and making up for what harm you may have caused to another person. So it's really a fantastic way to build all these things. When the child comes and tells you the truth about something that they did which has hurt or harmed somebody, for instance, the child was playing and she threw a ball and that has broken the windshield of the neighbor's car. Now what do we do? It's not enough to just say, oh, I'm glad you told me and you told me the truth. There have to be consequences, and children need to realize that every action has some consequence and we need to be responsible for that and own up to that. So the first thing would be to go with the child and talk to the neighbor and say, you know what, my child has, the windshield is broken accidentally while they were playing, but we will replace it for you and it may cost XYZ amount of money, and then you bring the child back and you explain to the child that since we have to spend this much money and we earn a limited amount of money, now we may not be able to purchase the extra set of clothes or gadget or some such thing that you wanted, and we had said, yeah, we would be buying it for you, but now this is an unexpected expense. So there needs to be a consequence which is logical and not an illogical consequence, like, oh, you broke her window, no more playing for 10 days. No, it is more like, where else can you play so that it doesn't happen again? And in this way, the whole cycle of disciplining will be complete. The child will learn consequences, owning up, responsibility, handling a situation rather than running away from it or hiding from it in some manner. And these are very important skills.